Example.
If my favorite team was the team in which I lived in their city.
Your favorite team is Tampa Bay.
No.
Right?
I am not a bandwagoner. I wish Tom Brady all the luck. But I'm a Patriots fan, and I accept that the next few years we're gonna be like the fucking Cowboys. I get it. But hey, we still have the greatest coach ever, and that's all that fucking matters. But no, if I was a fan of the Ravens, obviously live in Baltimore.
Will Belichick shows up in Tampa.
When Will Belichick shows up in Tampa, I'm jumping ship. I'm gonna be honest.
Your description of your new job just made it sound like that's what you do.
Sex is easy, bro. Sex is dumb easy. You just bend over and take.
COVID hasn't got you down yet?
I couldn't give a fuck about COVID. I drink.
It doesn't have you down yet? It doesn't give you anxiety? What?
Look, man.
What?
I'll tell you what, man. Like the second the second I don't have to, and when I say have to, I mean in order for me to get into an establishment, I have to wear a mask.
You have to wear everywhere you go.
As soon as I don't see those signs anymore, I'm ripping the fucking thing off.
Me too.
I'm
Me
sorry. Call it what it is. Comment whatever. Fuck you. You're an idiot. Like you're just a fucking idiot. You think you gotta? Especially like the people that wear them either when they're just walking outside in the fucking like nature,
Yeah.
or they're in their own cars with their windows rolled up.
Right.
Are you gonna give yourself fucking coronavirus?
But don't you think that that's
you're an
something with
idiot.
them, like helping them cope with all this news that they're seeing and all this stuff?
I don't care what they got to cope with. Go get on a boat and go somewhere. Like go get to your.
But
own
where are
little
they going to
island.
go?
Their own little COVID.
Quarantine themselves away
their
from
own
the
little
population.
paranoid COVID.
So are you in the
island.
sense of like, so do you not want to spread it, or are you just annoyed by the people who are taking it too
I'm not
seriously?
100% sure that there's even anything to spread. Just being honest.
You might get us kicked off YouTube talking like that.
So
I'm
we
gonna
should
post
switch
it though.
the fucking
I'm gonna
topic.
post it. I'm gonna post it though.
We probably will get kicked off because why? Why would we get kicked off? Because
they kick people off
Because that's
talking-
not the narrative. Fuck off. I hate it. And then those people, you're gonna trigger my anxiety. You're gonna trigger my trigger, bitch. Like,
Oh, Jimmy jumped on it. Jimmy jumped on it. Well, you know.
other than dealing with these, I'm sorry.
Have you had anyone?
Morons,
Have you had anybody like tell you to put your mask on when you're like walking up? Do you put your mask on in the car and then walk up, or do you
No,
like
I do it.
wait until you get there and then you put it on?
I do it as soon as I enter the fucking
The
door,
facility
like, the
where
facility.
If
Well,
they
I
can
have
kick
to
you
do
out,
it.
I'm gonna where you have to do
Like
it.
I'll swing the door open. It's still hanging off one ear.
Right.
I'll put it on one ear and I'll swing the door open before I walk in. I'll put the fucking.
But where do you think?
chemical on.
Where do you think there should be a line? Because
Because
obviously,
like, I'm not gonna challenge. I'm not gonna be that guy. That's like, I'm gonna test it and not wear it until somebody says something.
Right.
I'm not gonna be that guy.
But you're
right?
being-
I'll do it because I know that those are the rules, right?
Right.
I'll do it.
right. But you're at least being reasonable. You're meeting them in the middle with it. You're
Yeah,
like,
it's
yeah,
just-
I don't like it.
The
but
second Larry Hogan's fat ass comes out there and goes, "You don't have to wear it anymore." Fuck, I'm burning it.
Right.
Like
right.
I have no reason to wear it.
Right. Right.
As soon as it's not required by law, because you're still gonna have those people that are gonna be like, "Well, no, I wouldn't. It's still not safe. You still gotta wear a mask." Eat my shit.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at on that. I don't know about you, but that's where I'm at. That's just my opinion.
I guess they're like, I'm gonna go around this fucking guy. So he starts going around me, hits my fucking mirror, and I'm like, well, he's gonna stop. I had never been more wrong in my fucking life.
He didn't stop.
He was
He
like,
didn't stop.
it was almost as if he was like, fuck that nigga's mirror. And he just kept going. And I'm like,
Bob couldn't handle it.
I'm like, hold up. But there's cars up there. He can't get through those cars. Again, I've never been more wrong in my fucking life. I was like, how these fucking cars get between all those cars? And I was like, you not gonna stop? Well, I'ma go, nigga. So I started chasing the motherfucker in my car. And like, I guess he realizes I'm fucking following him. And he's just like, he doesn't want to be caught. So he's fucking dipping through fucking streets, and I'm like, I'm following them, and I almost crashed at one point, hitting this really tight turn. But we get to Hanover Street.
Bob was seeing red.
Before the bridge. Yes,
He took your mirror and he kept going.
We're gonna get to that. But yes, I am blood is all I see. I want this person dead. Like, so we're driving, and I'm like, I can't fucking get his fucking tag or whatever. Like, I'm trying to take a picture of it. I'm trying to drive at like probably 80 miles an hour on a fucking 25 mile an hour street. So I'm like, I'm about to do some GTA shit. So his car's here on the right. I pull up to the left of it. I fucking tap his shit. I try to tap his shit. His back to like get it.
GTA.
I tried to do this shit, bro. No, I tried to do this shit. But I guess he was used to that GTA shit, and he stopped just before I hit him. So my shit was like skirt, and my shit hit the guardrail like boom, and my shit I was like fuck, and they just drove off, and I was like motherfucker. So I get out the car.
He beat him.
I get out the car and I'm like, ain't this some shit? And like I see like fluid and shit. I see my car crumpled into the guardrail. At this time I don't know what,
literally
but
crumpled.
I'm like, let me get the fuck out of the car because I see the fluid. Call the cops. Cops eventually show up. Didn't take them too long because the police station's right down the street. But yeah, we're going through all this shit. Hold on, we're gonna get to that shit. We're going through all this shit. And I'm like, I wasn't drinking. Of course I didn't tell him everything that just fucking happened.
Right.
I was like, yeah, somebody hit me. And or whatever. I didn't tell him everything.
You were officer. You were watching police. You saw police do that on cops.
Hey, Roger,
Here's Bob Hollywood's going to attempt the pit maneuver.
He saw that shit on cops too. He was like, not today, nigga.
That guy was smart enough.
That's brilliant, man.
So we're sitting there talking
All
to
you
him.
had to do was hit your... I didn't know that.
Apparently.
I want to know
Apparently.
that. I would have tried to do the
Let me
same
see the
thing.
cops pulling the pit maneuver, bitch.
So now you know. He actually helped you out.
But while we're there, while I'm talking to the officer, this car comes up, like a different car. And like, these people get out the car. And I'm at my car, the officer's at his car is like a few, I can't hear what they're saying necessarily. And then they get in their car and they leave. And the officer's like, you sure you weren't drinking? And I'm like, yeah, I was working all night. Of course I wasn't drinking. And he's like, well, they just told me such and such. And I'm like, I don't know who the fuck they were. Like, nobody was here. So I'm assuming that was the niggas that pulled that reverse pit maneuver, hopped in a different car, and they were like, yeah, this nigga was wildin'. Like,
Or maybe it was somebody that saw him.
Well, if
They saw
you had seen the whole thing,
So
the
they-
officer probably would have said something completely different.
so
Like,
they-
oh, you want to be a cop, nigga? Well, you going to jail today.
I trust her. That's the biggest point. That's the biggest part of friendship. Trust.
It's like you say my balls were too big like the first year, but in the end, your pussy was too fat in the second year.
Oh my God!
Hold up. I do not have a pussy. That sounds like a compliment. Like, who doesn't like a fat pussy? Like, I don't want it to be, oh, your pussy. If she would have said your pussy was too thin, I'd have been like, fuck, man, you fucking cutting deep. I will say it. Yes, she told the truth. It was probably 15 fucking minutes, but it's because she would give me a shot, and I'm thinking that she's taking a shot too. Right. And it was like maybe 3 shots later that she's like, I don't really want this shot. Why don't you have my shot too? That she poured, mind you. And I'm like, well, why is your shot is halfway and mine's full? And she's like, I just changed my mind on this one. So I take the shots, and I'm like, okay, it's 2 shots. I'm not going to let them get wasted. But then she's like, do you want another one? And I think at that point, I was too far gone to be like, no, I don't want any more. Please, no more, sir. I was like, yeah, give me another shot. And she just kept giving them to me. So you talking about that first year you woke up in the field? That second year, I'm out in the fucking field. I don't even know how I got there. I do not remember leaving out that house.
I was there for you. I watched you. I took care of you. You just was flopping around, and I couldn't hold you.
He was flopping around.
I couldn't.
I couldn't.
I did everything
You're a
I
big
could.
boy, Bob.
No,
You're a
but,
big boy.
No. Before you can say anything else, I'm done. I'm not gonna do this with you. No.
Oh, Dreamer, it's all right. Dreamer. Dreamer, though. Are you
Let
serious?
her leave. Let
Are
her
you
leave.
serious? Is she serious?
This pussy was too fat and juicy for her. Let her leave.
Damn.
All I'm saying is, I don't know if she...
Dreamer.
Fuck her. Let her leave.
No, that's ridiculous.
So, how's everybody doing out there in internet land? Timers. Now I know that we still have a little bit of intro going on right now, and I'm going to turn that down a little bit low so that we can rock and roll. What's going on, guys? I hope that you all are having a wonderful Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right? What day is today?
The 6th.
Is it Tuesday? Or is it Wednesday? Or is it Monday?
It's Tuesday.
Oh, okay. I know it's the 6th, but is it the 6th Tuesday or is it the 14th Tuesday? Let me try to get this music off here. I got one more little technical thing I have to do before we rock and roll, as they like to say, at least the cool kids like to say. All right, there we go. We're all off. We're back on. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Spitting Venom Radio. I am Jordane, and today this is a little bit different of a look. I am joined by younger brother Ralphus. We'll say what's up, Ralphus.
What's up?
Let everybody know how you are.
Doing great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That exactly. That's what matters, as long as you're doing great. And I know that most of the people are going to remember you, especially from my YouTube page, from our shows at Went for a Walk, Got Lost, right?
Yep.
Let me fix your camera a little bit. Let's back you up a little bit. There we go. Nice. Move it over. You guys know how we work when we're going live. I'm going to have to get up. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to get up and fix it. There we go. That's much better. That's much better. Cool. Too bad we can't do much for me, but, kind of is what it is at this point. So, like I was saying, if everyone was, especially from my YouTube page, you can go back and then you can see Ralph and I going on many ridiculous adventures. And the ridiculous adventures that we would go on is our Went for a Walk, Got Lost adventures. And which one was your favorite that we did back then?
Definitely Annapolis.
Because we've been back to Annapolis Rock 100 times. But Annapolis Rock, like, it's a beautiful sight. It's an awesome view, but it's only like an hour up the road. I mean, if I'm driving, 2.5 hours. But it's only like an hour. It's only like an hour and a half up the road. It's not that far. It's very easy. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. From our area, from where we're located, it's very easy to get to. I'd probably say one of my favorites, Annapolis Rock's one of them, but I'd probably say Gettysburg, which was a very fun trip. And you guys need to go back and check that out, because we had our Dreama. We had, you're an awesome view. Thank you, Kazariah. I think that one was one of my favorites because we didn't necessarily see anything or do anything really super special, but Dreama ran away, and we had to hunt her down, because it turned out, as we were there, we went to go see Gettysburg and look at the memorials and look at all the Civil War stuff, and she realized, and she loves motorcycles. She'd been riding her motorcycle, most of her life, I guess. How long did Grandpa teach her how to drive, or did she go off and learn on her own?
I'd say about 5 years.
How did Grandpa teach her? Do you know, or?
No, she learned by herself.
Has she ever went riding with Grandpa?
I think she got it from Grandpa, and then.
Yeah, she probably got the idea. I think we all got the idea from Grandpa, because Grandpa definitely loved his motorcycles. What's up, Philip Stamper? How are you, buddy? Back morning. I don't know what you're talking about. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I lose track of the comments because we start talking, But Gettysburg was one of my favorites, especially. We found her, and we found the guy who was hitting on her, trying to sell her a helmet, but she still bought the helmet. She still got the helmet, and she didn't even work him down. She didn't even get him to go down on his price. Yeah. He was solid on his price, and he stuck through. He got a sale. He got a good sale, And it was a safe helmet. It was exactly what you wanted. So that was one of my favorites. He said, "Oh, good morning. I hope all is well." "Oh, good morning, brother." "Hey, good morning." Yes, everything is going well so far. Where are you, Philip? Is it morning there? Or, because I'm confused, because it's 9:45 basically here in Maryland. But I know that you're probably traveling because you're the president of wrestling, and the president of wrestling probably has to travel a lot. That's his gimmick. We have gimmicks in wrestling sometimes. In order to get a larger crowd to connect with you, you have to put on these different personality attributes that people will connect with easily until they get to know the real you. Silly stuff. Anyway, Gettysburg. You know how we keep talking about how like we're gonna go ghost hunting, and we've definitely, so I think we're gonna do a pilot episode. We're gonna do one episode of that, and then we're gonna rock and roll and see how many more episodes we can do. But we probably are gonna do Gettysburg. Gettysburg, I think, is probably like the be all end all, the legitimate exact place like where you should go, especially for ghosts, because they have ghost tours. Even though I don't want to go on a ghost tour, I want to go on a ghost hunt. I want to hunt them down, and I want to kill them. I want to clean their carcass, and I'm going to eat the meat. I'm going to go ghost hunting. That's what you do when you go. I mean, we're hunting for ghosts, right? Isn't that what you do whenever you kill ghosts? Hunt ghosts? You kill them? Trying to kill them? Because Boycat goes bird hunting, and he's not just trying to see if birds exist. he wants to. You know what he's doing. He's going to kill. He's going to kill. You know. Yeah, definitely Gettysburg, Lori. Definitely. And I am the president of wrestling. Yes. And I do have a spirit box for ghost hunting. Oh, you have a spirit box. What's a spirit box? I think that Jimmy might have a spirit box as well. I don't know for sure, though. I don't know. I don't know exactly if. I don't know exactly what it is that he has. But I know I saw a video of Jimmy and Rick. They went ghost hunting up here the last night that Leonard was in town. And if you guys go back to my live streams on Paul Jordane, on the Paul Jordane YouTube, you'll see that Frank Thunder, he's our cousin Leonard, and he was leaving that night. That was the last time he was here. So he did a couple episodes of the podcast when we first started rolling. So a lot of stuff that we've learned through since then. So it's funny to go back and just see, because that was almost 2 months ago straight. So we've been doing this show like legitimately. We brought it back from the dead for 2 straight months now, and we're keeping it consistent. This is why we have a different look tonight, because none of the guys were able to make it tonight because people have work, people have jobs, people have a lot of other things going on where they can't necessarily make it to be able to, do a show. But if you and I made it back, you and I are here, we're going to keep it rock and rolling for everybody.
Exactly.
You got it right, man. As good as as well as we can, So, yes, we have a little bit of a different look. Ralph, like I was saying, Gettysburg's one of my favorites, mainly because I was scaring Dreama about ghosts. If you go back to that here, you know what? I don't have to tell you to go back. We're gonna watch that real quick. We're gonna go. I'm gonna show you me scaring Dreama a little bit, telling her about the ghosts in. I'll show you in a sec. I gotta pull it up real quick. Sharing. Let's see. Paul Jordane, and I was scaring her a little bit, talking about the ghosts in Gettysburg, and she was like, "What do you mean ghosts?" And I was like, "Dreama, do you know how many people died here? So many people died here, especially for the Battle of Gettysburg." Drunken Poop Stories was good. Graffiti Titties, Dan's Rock. Let's see. There it is. Where's the one where we scare at, though? Oh, yeah, Scary Ghosts. Boom. All right, I'm going to put this on for you guys real quick, just so that I can give you a little bit of context of what we're talking about here.
Alright. I want to apologize.
This was at the end of our Gettysburg trip, and now I'm trying.
Well, it's because you're a little douchebag and you wanted to leave us, so now we.
That was kind of douchey.
Now we're going to.
She ran away from us.
Douchey. But here we are now, and we're reunited, and we're ready to go back out and see what Gettysburg's night scene has in store. What do y'all think?
Crazy. I mean.
Spoiler alert, we didn't. We just went for a walk, and we didn't even get lost. We just went for a walk, and there was nothing going on. There was literally nothing going on. I mean, there was stuff going on, but we couldn't get into anywhere.
Memorial, cool. It's probably going to be some ghosts.
Okay. See, I was planting the seeds.
You have
waiting
ghosts.
thing. You see her?
Where?
It's Gettysburg. It's the Gettysburg Ghost.
thing we was at today?
All over Gettysburg. This is the whole city of Gettysburg is a ghost.
But we put
No. The more people died in Gettysburg than any other war in the in the Civil
Why is she staring you down like you're going to change what I'm saying? She's like, Adam.
War in the war for America in the Civil War.
Okay.
More people died here. They have more ghost stories per capita that come out of Gettysburg than any other place.
So
why do you think I wanted to come?
I love it. And I'm like, why do you think I wanted to come here, Dreama? Because I love ghosts. You see how we're polar opposites, though? She's just like, wait a minute. Whoa, you didn't fucking say there were going to be ghosts here. And I'm just like, yeah, ghosts.
we just paid a poop ton of money at a hotel just to get scared.
Well, I mean, not just to get scared. We're going to get lit, and then we're going to get scared. A little bit more than
Get
just
lit
that.
and get scared.
Don't undersell it, Dreama.
Oh.
You're underselling the shit like it's not going to be fun. Now, if old Cassius Brown from the Civil War wants to come and visit you, then that's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Fine with who?
Be cool. Yeah, it should be fine with you. I mean, you don't have a choice. He's a ghost. They're ghosts. They have ghost tours here. Why do you think I wanted to come here, Dreama? There's got to be more than just history.
She's staring you down.
So why didn't you ever tell me about? Like, why you ain't tell me about this?
Because
I love how she's like,
Adam's up down for the ride. You really didn't know about the ghost, though? Google Gettysburg ghosts. Just Google it.
I can't do it. I know because I'm here to know. I'm not gonna put myself in that position.
I wonder if there's been any killings
By ghosts?
by ghosts.
They say that they make people go crazy, and then the people who see the ghosts
I
kill.
just made some shit up.
So the ghosts don't actually kill you, but it'll
People that
drive people crazy enough that see them. That But don't think about that, Dreama. Let's just go have fun. It's bike week, remember?
But if you do see it, just run.
Yeah. And they didn't even have bikes back then. They had horses. So if you do see somebody on a horse, get out of there. It's probably not a person. It's probably a ghost.
Yeah, you know what? Can we get a refund? And then probably
Just go home.
Just go home.
A refund.
Are you gonna drive your bike all the way home without no glasses at nighttime?
Hell yeah!
Get out of here.
Oh my god!
So our Gettysburg adventures were really fun. Some of my favorites was that. What was your favorite part about that trip?
Looking for her and
Seeing if we could find her, and then just having so many issues trying to find her and run around and see if we could keep her, if you could get a hold of her, because she wouldn't even answer her phone. But then again, she was on her motorcycle, so it's not like she can answer her phone whenever she's on her motorcycle, which makes sense. I mean, I get it, but still, you can't just play us like that. Jeez Louise. So I did want to share, if you guys didn't know, sadly, old Mr. Van Halen himself, Eddie Van Halen, has passed away. And I didn't necessarily know too much about Van Halen. I knew that, that Running with the Devil song. I really like that. That was a really good song. Just a couple others, like Janie's Crying.
Yeah.
Janie's Crying. I know that. I don't know much else. But I know Sammy Hagar was in it for a while, but Eddie Van Halen was the guitarist, and people loved Eddie Van Halen. And apparently, he died from throat cancer. So his wife, at 4:50 p.m., Eddie's ex-wife, mother to his only child, Wolfgang, just posted a heartbreaking tribute to the rock star. She called him my love and gave thanks that she was there with him in his last moments. 40 years ago, my life changed forever when I met you. You gave me one true light in my life, my son Wolfgang. Through all your challenging treatment and lung cancer, you kept your gorgeous spirit and impish grin. I'm so grateful, Wolfie, and I were able to hold you in your last moments. I will see you in our next life. That is sad. It's always sad when people pass away. The legendary guitarist and co-founder Van Halen has died after a long battle with cancer, TMZ said. Sources directly connected to the rock star tell us he died at St. John's Hospital in Santa Monica. His wife, Janie, was by his side. Isn't that who the song's about? Along with his son, Wolfgang, his ex-wife, Valerie Bertelli, and Alex, Eddie's brother and drummer. We're told in the last 72 hours, Eddie's ongoing health battle went massively downhill. Doctors discovered his lung cancer and had moved to his brain, as well as other organs. So, as you know, Eddie has been battling cancer for well over a decade. Damn, I didn't know he was battling lung cancer for over a decade. But eventually, that's the thing about cancer. If you can't stop it, it's going to keep going, and then eventually, it's going to get you. You know. Our sources say he's been in and out of the hospital over the past year, including November, with intestinal issues. So, yeah, R.I.P. or RIP, as they say. Last year, we reported Eddie was flying between the U.S. and Germany for 5 years to get radiation treatment. Though he was a heavy smoker for years, he believes he developed throat cancer from a metal guitar pick he used frequently in his mouth more than 20 years ago. Let's not speak ill of the dead, but I thought, so Aunt Rhonda was talking about that earlier, and I didn't know that like, he actually said that. Like, he thought that, like, he got throat cancer because he had put a piece of metal in his mouth. Well, you know, for however many years, 50 years or whatever, but not smoking cigarettes? I would probably think the cigarettes, but neither here nor there, you know. Probably should have kept that metal out of your mouth. Nevertheless, he continued to attend concerts, rehearse music with his son, who, if you don't know, became Van Halen's bassist in 2006. Wolfgang mourned his father online, writing he was the best father I could ask for. Every moment I've shared with him on stage, off stage, was a gift. My heart is broken, and I don't think I'll ever fully recover from this loss. I love you so much, Pop. Very sweet. Eddie formed the Classic group in Pasadena in 1972 with his brother Alex on drums, Michael Anthony on bass, and David Lee Roth singing. Eddie served as the main songwriter on their self-titled debut album in 1978, which launched the group into rock superstardom. And that was what we were listening to with Aunt Rhonda earlier. And and since I was mentioning Aunt Rhonda earlier, I might as well I'll break out her celebration of old, what's his name?
Eddie Van Halen.
Eddie Van Halen. Not that one. Okay. There we go. So here's old Aunt Rhonda enjoying a little bit of Van Halen. That's just what she does. That's just how she is normally all the time. Every single day. Can't get much better than that, you know? She's just rocking out. And she's just like, we have to play some Van Halen. We had, and what we're doing right there is, you see she's holding some pellets. Those are wooden pellets for a stove heater that she has in her house where they put the fire and it feeds the pellets. It's pretty cool. Pretty good little heater, but she had to rock out a little bit. We had to rock out a little bit to some Van Halen since Eddie Van Halen died, and everyone in the world is mourning Eddie Van Halen. So, yeah, interesting stuff going on in the world. We just had one person pass away, and then onward to more people who'd passed away a very long time ago, which was Egypt. You seen that story about Egypt, where they just discovered a whole bunch of new mummies. I can break that out real quick because I really like a lot of that type of stuff. I love the ancient Egypt stuff and things like that. So we'll talk about that a little bit. How you feeling? Feeling all right? Feeling relaxed?
Feeling good, yeah.
Feel like the show's coming together all right a little bit?
Yeah, I want to see the mummies.
Yeah, let's see the mummies a little bit. Can you see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go on and start breaking out the mummies now and talk about a little bit about what was going on over there. Let's get that out of the way. Boom. So the Egyptian tomb, a sarcophagi buried for 2,500 years, has been unearthed. A total of 27 sarcophagi buried more than 2,500 years ago have been unearthed by archaeologists in an ancient Egypt necropolis. Necropolis? That's an interesting word. What does that mean? Yep, look. It's like City of the Dead. A cemetery, especially a large one belonging to an ancient city. There you go. So they know, they have so many of these different things all over the place. So they know that, like, they're going to be finding a whole bunch of new stuff. Like, obviously, the ancient Egyptians did a hell of a job maintaining, especially historically, all of their old shit. Not all their old shit, but, like, most of it. I mean, look at how well maintained this is. That's 2,500 years old. That's ridiculous. 2,500 years old. It's just fascinating that it's so well kept together. 13 coffins were discovered earlier this month, but further 14 have followed. The discovery is now said by experts to be one of the largest of its kind. Images released show colorfully painted, well-preserved wooden coffins and other smaller artifacts. Wow. One of the well-preserved coffins in Necropolis. And so I wish I was there, because I would be like, wake the fuck up. Y'all have been dead for 2,500 years. How come y'all ain't haunting anybody? Do they have haunting out there? Do you think that they're getting haunted out there in Egypt?
Definitely.
They definitely have hauntings, right? But you don't ever hear about it. How come they don't hear, like, what? Wouldn't you think that Egypt, with the wide span of history that it has, would be more haunted than Gettysburg?
Yeah, well, these guys are wrapped up.
Yeah, that's true. but are they like, do they want to be wrapped up? I guess they want to be. Maybe they don't, though. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, would you want to be mummified, or would you want to be, like, buried, or would you want to be burned, or would you want to be set out to sea? I want to be set out to sea. That'd be cool. But now I'm double thinking it, and I'm thinking maybe I just want to become a mummy and then, like, have, like, an open tomb and just have people come in and just look at me. And then I'll just have my eyes still open, and I'll, like, paint some eyes on my face, you know? And then it'll have, like, a speaker behind me. Make it look like I'm the mummy from that one movie. What's that one movie? The Mummy, right? Yeah, Brandon Fraser, I think. I love things about Egypt. Yeah, Lori, that's what's cool about it. Like, I wouldn't open those tombs. I would definitely open the tombs. Most definitely. Why wouldn't you? Come on. I know Dreamer probably wouldn't. I definitely would, though. I would totally be down. I want the mummy to come after me. The Scorpion King, all that shit. Come on. Come and wake me up. Let's see what you got. More secrets. The statement adds Egypt's antiquities, minister, blah, 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 whatever. They're climbing down there. And here they are opening up. And now I have a video as well, so I'm going to jump on the video real quick so that we can talk about that. And you see, like, how fascinating this is. Some of the coffins were decorated, but look at that. Those are hand-painted by people 2,500 years ago. That's so fascinating, dude. That's some crazy history, man. That's some crazy history. All right. Now we're going to jump over to this video real quick and kind of review actually what's going on. So many of them, too. It's so crazy. It's all like hand carved. There were no machines back then, you know. They just had tools and just scraped it up, scraped it away. It's crazy because I wonder if, like, and I'm assuming that since they're in, like, the area that they're in, and it's so dry there, you can, like, all this stuff is preserved much better, much easier without precipitation. If there's no rain, if there's less rain as compared to everywhere else in the world where you're getting a lot of rain, like, that would be way more preserved. And it seems like they got a lot more stuff preserved. You think?
Is that rock?
I think it's wood. Yeah, I think it's wood. See, it looks like there's planks. chip off of them. Wooden coffins. It might have said that in the store too. Look how well painted that was. See, now that's painted way better. That's much nicer. The detail on this is a much nicer one than the one that we just saw. But I wonder if that's like an older casket, like separated by a couple hundred years maybe or whatever. I wonder if they can, because they say like the first time in 2,500 years, but they don't know for sure, you know. Like I wonder what the exact. Oh yeah, that mummy's about to jump up. That mummy's about to jump up and kill every one of you motherfuckers. Y'all are worried about Corona? You just opened up a mummy sarcophagus. Wouldn't it be some shit though if a monkey if a monkey just jumped out of there? It'd be like, oh wow, fucking monkey just comes after you. The fuck. This reminds me of King Tut. Remember King Tut, the boy king. I think he died when he was like 15 or something like that. But he had all kinds of different deformities. Like he was like really messed up. Like he you know. But he was like a boy king, and you know, that's all. That's all I have. What are y'all doing? That is super well preserved. Look at that crap. That's so crazy. What if like they opened it up though, but then like a toe wiggled? I'd probably be freaked out a little bit. But then
Would you run?
No, I'd beat the shit out of it. I'd beat the shit out of that. But it didn't move. I just thought it moved, and I got freaked out and just started. And everybody's like, "What is he doing? Why did he jump on that thing? What is he doing?"
I'm very proud that this discovery of today, with 59 wooden coffins in perfect condition of preservation, was done by Egyptian mission and Egyptian hands. This discovery, the entire 59 wooden coffins, will be displayed in the Grand Egyptian Museum, the most famous museum, and it's the gift of the century.
The gift of the century, that's 100% true. Can't believe like they hit like the jackpot though, just to see that like, okay, we got 14, and then you get 17 more, and then you get even more, you know? Like, that's crazy, dude. That's so crazy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just fascinated about this. I know this isn't the most interesting conversation, but I'm just fascinated by this stuff, and I like to share it with you.
Was it leaders that were putting?
Yeah, these are like clerks and clerics that held like higher religious positions. So yeah, there wasn't like normal people or slaves or anything else that had that. They all kind of like had to fend for themselves. That's like one of the things. Like there wasn't many like situations where you could move up socially in the situation that you were born in, which is like, you know, like in America, like it's like, hey, whatever you got to do, you can become whatever you want to, just because we have those opportunities here. Those types of opportunities weren't there necessarily, because I mean it's, you know, a long time ago, and they had a different system and the way that they worked. But yeah, usually it was like higher born religious people, clerics, and all those. Let's see, I think it does say something about it. Other artifacts with marbles appeared, well crafted and colorfully decorated. Yeah, these are very, very designed very well. Been there for more than 3,000 years and is a designated World Heritage Site. Yeah, because they know they have so much stuff there. Yeah, that's it that I have with that. But we can finish up this video.
When we were preparing for this announcement, we found a little hole was a bit sealed. We did open it, and we found a surprise. We found bunch of coffins. I don't know how many, but it seems to me they are tens of wooden coffins. Very soon, we're going to continue our excavations to reveal the rest of the sand of Saqqara.
Yeah, so they know they have a lot more. They have so much more to get through. I wonder if they get bored. I wonder if like the Egyptian, a lot of the Egyptian people are like, God, we got more mummies? Jeez, could we find something else? And they're just like, yeah, maybe a clay dog or something. What if they found like mummified animals? I'm sure they have, right? They've had to have found like mummified animals out there. Do animals have ghosts that haunt you? Has anyone been haunted by like a dog? Have you ever been haunted by a dog? I want to know. Has anyone been? Is it only a human thing? Because dolphins would. I'm sure dolphins would love to haunt people. They're little assholes. Cats would love to haunt like birds and shit. They already haunt them, and they're not even dead. It's just gorgeous out there. The history that they got out there, it's so fascinating. You know, Uncle Neil was out there. Yeah. Our mutual uncle, he was out there for a while. Was it in the army when he was out there?
That'd be a good place to go for a walk.
Yeah, boy. And Lori in the comments said, I think we have a ghost dog in our house. How creepy is that, though? Like, you're trying to sleep, and all of a sudden you just hear, and you're like, I don't have a dog. Why does it sound like a dog is running? Why does it sound like a fucking dog is running around? That doesn't make any sense. That's so weird. You're just being haunted by a dog. Or you're asleep, and then all of a sudden you hear... And it's like, there's no dogs here. There's no neighbor dogs. Neighbors don't have no dogs. What if you were like being haunted by a cat, though? You know what a cat poltergeist would do? They would just walk through your house and knock shit over.
Yeah.
And just knock shit over. And just be like, oh, is that yours? Just knock something over, and then you look over and like, what the fuck happened to my statue? My little fucking Buddha statue was up here hanging out, and then all of a sudden it's on the ground. It was almost like Boycat was in here, but he's not. I see a shadow, and it's not the cats. Yeah, well, it might be a dog. Or a bear. What if you were being haunted by a bear? You know? Or what else? What else would be weird to be haunted by? Sharks? Sharks are too cliche.
Monkey.
A monkey would be great.
Yeah.
But I would want to be haunted by a monkey.
Why?
Because if I'm asleep and then I just hear like a monkey go, ooh, ah, I'd just be like, it's not going to hurt me. It's just a monkey, you know? I like monkeys. Who doesn't like monkeys? You don't like monkeys? I love monkeys. I think the monkeys are what make the world go round. I mean, we're all kind of monkeys in a weird way and in a different kind of way. They have like little hands, and they look like people hands, but they're monkeys. You know what's really weird? Looking at gorillas, and then you see like they have the same type of earlobes that we do. That's about it. They kind of do, you know. Yeah, a little bit the knuckles, but their knuckles are probably a lot bigger and stronger, you know. Yeah, animals are fascinating. They're all fascinating. Would you like to be, now think about this, what if you were haunted by a gorilla? I don't know what a gorilla would be doing in an apartment. Yeah. Haunting us in an apartment, like they had a bad life or something. Like, how did you kill them? How did you kill a gorilla? How did the gorilla die? How did he have such a bad life where he died like that? I don't know, man. I don't know. What are you thinking, Ralph? What are you thinking? Yeah, you having fun so far?
Yeah.
Your debut episode on Spinning Venom Radio. You feel all right? You feel okay?
Yes.
Feel like everything's going smoothly? I think everything's going smoothly. It feels pretty good, man. What's up? You're just touching stuff. Yeah. Touching stuff as you always do. How's your workouts been coming along?
It's been going good. Just hit a PR.
What's your new PR that you hit?
285. That's not a PR, is it? No, I hit
personal record. What, squatting?
Yeah.
But you squatted it for reps, right?
Yeah.
What is your squat max? Is it 300?
It's like 315.
I think you have hit 315, but you've never hit 315 the way that you squat now.
No,
though.
yeah, now.
The way that you squat now, though, if you hit 315 on that, that's going to be the way to go. I'm gonna work up, get me a few new maxes because, I've been strengthening up my hips, and everything's been feeling really good. And we're on a deload week this week, so we're not really trying to lift too heavy and lift too hard. But I want to sit down, and once Leland and Jimmy finish up, so we have 7 more weeks of their training block, and then we're all going to get on like the same plan. And like the next one's going to be a little bit more like bodybuilding style type of stuff, but we're still going to have like a lot of athletic movements in it that's just how we do it, And especially for what you are going to be doing soon coming up, because you and then we can talk about this too. Not too many specifics, but like you're trying to find like a gym to train at,
right,
that you want to be at, that fits for you and your personality. And a lot of times people get overwhelmed in different types of training places. There's different coaching styles. There's different cultures that different places have, that gyms have, and you have to find like the right one for you. So it's like, what type of person, how are you motivated? Are you motivated by somebody being like, get in, motherfucker? Or are you somebody who's like, nah, man, I'm going to do it myself. I've got it. You just need to remind me every now and then. It depends on the person, So you got to find like the right place that works for you. So what do you think that is like the right type of gym that works for you? Are you like what type of motivation style do you have, or do you need that you think works for you?
More of the work ethic in a gym rather than the drama that goes around.
Yeah. So you don't necessarily like and that's a big thing too, because a lot of people get into gyms and like they're another like social setting for them.
Right.
So like they'll go and they'll enjoy it and they'll have fun, but they also want to meet people, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what we're trying to do. You're trying to find your tribe or whatever. But it's just like whenever I found Mark's gym, as opposed to any other gym in the area. What gym are you going to go to?
Yeah.
But that's how me and you are. Like me and you, we're not going there to bullshit. We're not going there to meet people. We're going there to train. We're going there to let me look at my numbers. Let me see what I've got to do. What am I working on? Where do I need to go next? Okay, this is what I have. I need to do better now, and I need to go in there and focus. And there's not like, hey, what's going on? I do talk a lot, and that's we had Alex on here a few weeks ago. We were doing the Cheetos show, and I like a trainer who will allow me to eat. Wouldn't we all like a trainer who would allow us to eat? But the trainers do allow you to eat if you follow a little bit of what Jimmy's advice is, and a lot of what Jimmy's advice is anabolic, man. Make it anabolic. Make anabolic protein, anabolic pizza, anabolic French toast, and we got to figure out what our next anabolic meal is going to be that Jimbo's going to cook. I definitely want the anabolic hot pockets. He said he can do it. I'm definitely interested in an anabolic hot pocket. That's for sure. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, train. So like but it's like I was saying earlier, like with Mark's gym, it's way more of like a hardcore mindset. You go in there, there's quotes on the wall, there's Muhammad Ali, there's like just nothing but like badass athletes everywhere. Right. And most of the people who go there are way more in tune with trying to get themselves better. They want to get their numbers. They want to get their shit. They want to get it right. Yeah, I did talk a little. I make some friends in there, and we do talk a lot, But it's not a detriment to our workouts. We never, like, I'm not interrupting anybody's workouts to be like, hey, how was your day, buddy? No, we see each other in our passing, and then we'll tell some jokes and stuff, especially if it's like towards the end of the workout and we're almost finished. But when you go in there, you want to rock and roll. You have to stay focused. Like that's the thing. That's the biggest thing. And I always preach consistency over everything. Consistency is what's going to, if you're there every single day, no matter what, you have to get some type of result. And I'm not saying work out and go to the gym every single day. I'm just saying, it helps. It helps if you're always working. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. So you're not there to hang out and meet people. You're there to train and to learn and to practice. So that's like, so what you want to do is you want to find a gym where it's not necessarily like there's not going to be a little powwow of people joking and gossiping and being like looking over this person and that type of stuff. I don't think that's conducive to a good environment anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like one of the, and that's the thing too. So like you're going to get that at LA Fitness.
Yep.
Probably not going to get that at Mark's.
Nope.
Much smaller gym, much less people. There's still a lot of people that go there, but, and that's back to the basics in Baltimore too. We're always trying to put over our people. So definitely check that gym out if you're more of a hardcore mindset. If you're not really into that stuff, probably not for you. Go to LA Fitness, go to Planet Fitness, do that stuff. But like I said, those gyms are, I don't necessarily work well in those gyms though. I like them because they're accessible and they're everywhere. So like if I have a membership at LA Fitness and I'm traveling, then I can go to any LA Fitness. Same thing with Planet Fitness. But Planet Fitness, like you get what it is. Like it's mainly machines. It's not, you can get great workouts at Planet Fitness. It's not like you can't, but it's more so for the environment for me. I don't necessarily like the commercial environment. It doesn't work well for me personally. And I think that your mindset and the way that you are, the way that you work, that it's probably more so like that, right, for you?
Yes.
Where you just need like less is more in a way. Where it's like, you can train, you can wrestle, you can do kickboxing, you can do all these different types of things, but you don't really have to worry about any of the social pressures, any of the weird like social interactions that you have to deal with. And it's like, oh, what did I say to them? Did I make them angry? Do they not like me now? What do I have to worry? Why do I have to worry about this whenever all I want to do is just go and train? So your thing is you're just trying to find a gym where you can focus.
Right.
I think
no
that's
distractions.
Yeah, with no distractions. Well, less distractions. There's always there's always distractions. Everyone's a distraction in a way, in their own sense, anyway. But anyway, I think this was a fun little episode. We covered a little bit of mummies. We covered a little bit of Eddie Van Halen dying. I talked a little bit more shit to the ghosts. Bring it, ghost. If you want to come fuck around, come fuck around. What's up? I'm not laughing. The fuck is up, ghosts? Anyway, I'm gonna keep cutting promos on ghosts until a ghost shows up. I'm waiting for it. I'm bringing the goddamn ghosts. So fuck you, ghost. I need a name. Jebediah.
What?
Jebediah, fucking ghost ass motherfucker, trying to talk shit to me. Come and haunt me. So now we know. If we get a chance to go to Egypt, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna get in.
You're gonna punch the mummy.
I'm not gonna punch the mummy. I'm gonna get in his face though. I'm gonna get in the mummy's face though. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, your mom's a bitch," and then I come and haunt me. Wake up, mummy, wake up. If I was mummified and somebody talked about my mama, I'd be like, "Bitch, you best not. You best not. I'm gonna kick your ass now. I hear you." The ghosts ain't gonna get me, man. They're not gonna get me. That's all I'm worried about. They're not gonna get me. I want them to. I would love them to. Bring it, ghosts. Bring it. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We had to keep this train moving and rolling along. Thank you guys for coming and joining us. We, sometimes it's just going to have to be me and Ralph. Sometimes it's just going to have to be me. Sometimes we're gonna do what we have to do, and we're gonna keep this baby rolling. So, do you have anything that you want to say to anybody out there?
Thanks for watching.
Cool. That's all I got too. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining us. We will be back tomorrow for Spitting Game Radio. And Rick wanted everybody's top 10 video. Hold on, let me see. Let me double check first before we get off here. I'm gonna double check and see what exactly Rick said. Yes. Okay. Yeah. What are your top 10 video games of this generation? What are your top 10? That's what we're going to be discussing tomorrow on Spitting Game Radio, Spitting Games podcast. And then, we're going to be rocking and rolling. That is what it is. So we love you guys. Have a great night. Bye-bye.